What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. It's been an awful last 2 days. The legend, one of my heroes, the whole reason that I am even out here on tour, passed away. R.I.P. to the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. There is no world that exists where I would not be out here on the road without what Ozzy Osbourne did for the music industry and for the metal world. I owe my entire career to him and Black Sabbath, and it's just, words can't even describe the loss that is Ozzy passing. It's even crazier and surreal to be out here on tour, working for Monomarth, supporting Pantera, with Zakk Wylde playing guitar for Dimebag in Dimebag's honor, and being out here when that happened. It happened 2 days ago, as of the recording of this video, and that day in Cincinnati, Ohio, Zakk played a bunch of Ozzy songs during sound check, brought tears to my eyes. It was super surreal, and I just want to dedicate this beer review to Ozzy Osbourne, all the Ozzy fans, Black Sabbath fans, everybody out there who's been touched by Ozzy in his life and his music career. I just don't have the words for it. And on top of that, to wake up this morning and find out the Hulkster died, that was just like a double blow. Just incredibly sad day. But life does go on, right? So I'm here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania today, on a day off. Walked down about a mile from the hotel to a brewery, Lancaster Brewing Company. Had a few beers there, had some food there. The food was really good. I picked up a couple of beers to bring back, and one of the beers I brought back is this beer right here. This is the Hop Hog IPA, and it's from, like I said, Lancaster Brewing Company. It's an India-style pale ale, brewed and canned by Lancaster Brewing Company in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but the brewery or brew pub was in Harrisburg, like I said. It's 6% alcohol. On the can here it says 6% alcohol, 14.5 original gravity, 60 IBU. There is, I believe, it just says hopscotch 27/2/25, which would be February of 2025, if I'm reading that date correctly. Kind of crazy that this beer I bought at the brewery is 5 months old, but it is what it is. On the can here it says, "Thank you for supporting independent craft brewing. Proudly crafted in Lancaster County." And on the back it says, "Hop Hog IPA, India-style pale ale. You're in for a hard-charging yet remarkably drinkable brew in our Hop Hog IPA, delivering a solid malt profile and layered hop flavors from Magnum, Citra, and Cascade. We doubled down on the dry hopping for even more fresh hop character and refreshing flavor." I mean, after my opening monologue there, kind of depressing. Definitely need a beer. So let's get on into it. Got the iconic plastic cup here. Here's the can. It's got like a hog on it. It's a green can, got a hog on it. I know this is kind of like a sad beer review, but sad losing your heroes, right? So on Untapped, this gets a 3.63 with 7.7 thousand check-ins. Beer Advocate is a 78 okay with 851 check-ins. Didn't pour too badly in the iconic plastic cup. Oh, there's some chunks floating in there. Get a nose on it. Kind of a little bit of maltiness, some slight hoppiness. Just some generic hops and some maltiness. And again, surprised how old this is. Color, I'm in some amazing, like the most perfect hotel lighting you could ever have, right? I mean, that's kind of a dark yellowish orange, and there were lots and lots of chunks floating in that. Maybe a ring finger's worth of orangey white head, but that could be this weird lighting once again. Terrible lighting. What better lighting for a sad video like this, right? Let's get on into it and taste it. Here's to Ozzy Osbourne, his family, his friends, everybody who he's influenced, every life he's touched. And also to the Hulkamaniacs out there. What a sad week we live in right now, right? Cheers, everybody. For a beer named Hop Hog, it's not very hoppy. Maybe it's a little old. But saying that, I'm not saying it's a bad beer at all. You do get some of those old school, like kind of generic, kind of hoppy flavors, slight bit of generic fruitiness in the hops. There is some malt sweetness there, but you get the sweetness and not the maltiness, if you understand that. It's very well-rounded. If you were to hand this to me blindly, I would think it was a pale ale, or on the lines of pale ale. 6% alcohol, no indication of that. This is an easily crushable beer, very crushable beer. If you wanted a beer that was just had some sweetness to it, a little bit of sweetness to it, and like a good hop flavor, but it's just kind of like the generic hop flavor. I know generic's a bad term, but just like a hop flavor to it, nondescript hop flavor to it, and some sweetness, this would be right up your alley. I could crush quite a few of these easily. This is a very good beer, especially if you want some hoppy, some sort of hoppy beer in the summertime. I would totally recommend this. Give us a big horns up. This was a delicious beer, good beer to buy, even though there's some chunks floating in it. Once again, rest in peace Ozzy, rest in peace the Hulkster, the Hulkamaniac, Hulk Hogan. What a terrible week for those of us born in the late 70s and the 70s, 80s, grew up through all that. I mean, we're losing all our heroes. Those two gentlemen, Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne, were legends to us. We grew up with them. It's just a sad week. So here's to the sad week. And as always, embrace the adventure.